Filming those honeybees for you guys, I think, has finally inspired me to show you all the different kinds of bees we have in the Chaco. One I want to show you right now is one not even a football field away from my house. It's a little tiny bee called a woiti in Nivakale. It's called a jatei in the national language here in the country. Really small bee, does not sting, and supposedly makes really good honey. I haven't had any yet, but it's right here. Let me show you. Let's get down in here. See these little guys right here? They make this little tiny thing right here. It's called a lawoot in the tribal language. They come in and out through there, and down in there they have their little tiny hive and their little bit of honey. So the goal that we have for this is we're gonna try to actually catch this hive and move them into a hive that we can manage them in. I have plans to make them actually like a real nice little tiny wooden hive, but unfortunately that takes time. Time's not something I have a lot of, so we're going to improvise in the meantime. What I've got here is just a little cracker container that I took, painted black. I'm going to have entrance here. We can put the lid on. Okay, so the forecast was correct. A nice cold wind blew in, a cold front came, and this is a good time. I had everything ready now to try to capture this hive. Just thinking that when it's warm, they're out flying around, but when it's cold, they kind of just wait for the cold to end. So I'm gonna try to do this. What's really interesting to me is they've actually capped off the end of that little entrance that I was showing you already. Guess they do that when it gets cold. I don't know. Okay, so here we got the hive in position. Kind of got it leveled up in there. Hopefully it's nice and sturdy. So the plan is just to fit this over that entrance down there and then run this end up to here. Okay. So the idea here is hopefully that sand will hold that in place, and I've zip tied it here, run it up. Then they'll come up here to the hive, tap this out of the way of the strong north wind, and then hopefully they'll begin using this as they're in and out. And then you can just open up the lid to harvest honey. So we'll see. Okay, so it's been about 24 hours. Very cold last night, but it's warmed up. The sun is hitting this hive just right now, so it's warming it up. As you can see, that's my little bee right there. Hopefully they'll eventually move their honey and their comb and brood all the way up there into what I've prepared. Okay, it's been about 4 or 5 days now. As you can see, there's a lot of activity now. They're moving in and out. There's a lot of them up in the hive. The problem seems to be that they're having a hard time finding the entrance that I made in and out. I see a couple flying around, but I don't know. I think it's a little bit confusing for them, so I'm going to put a hole in this lid so they can hopefully be able to use that easier to get in and out of that this temporary hive. Okay, went ahead and put a little hole in there. It's not really what I wanted to do. I prefer them to use this right here, but seem to be having a hard time, so hopefully this will work. There he goes. The first one just came out of there. See that? Hey, there's number 2. Some of these I can see are actually carrying stuff too, so I wonder if they're looking to move out of there. Okay, so originally I had left this clear because I wanted to be able to see in there while they were making their comb and their honey. That was my idea. It seemed to be confusing them. They were all hovering around that area. I guess they're attracted to the light. I wound up covering that with duct tape. Now they're going out pretty good and also in. There's one right there around the black tube. He's thinking about going in there, so he's actually going in and out now. So yeah, that's where this is at, and I think I'm going to call this a video, and then maybe the next time we have a video it'll be whether or not they're actually making their honey in this little hive. Once they start making their honey in this hive, I'll actually take this to where I want it, closer to my house. So that's it.